Alright, so we're gonna go on some missions. Basically, the first anything we're doing is really trying to advance our science objectives because right now we have almost nothing. This is the vehicle assembly building, the VAB. It's where you build your rockets. And, we've got here the command pod underneath your pods. The tabs up here are the basic structures for your spacecraft. So you have propulsion. Right now it's almost nothing, a couple of fuel tanks and liquid engines, okay. This is your first engine. It's not going to get you really where you want to go in space with just one. So these initial rockets are probably going to be just massively stupid looking, just to get the power you need to get up there. We have no control. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is going to be real bad. Controls are like RCS, which helps stabilize your rocket. Kind of like just a helpful computer to make sure that you stay on course without having to input with your fingers throughout the entire flight. We do have some girders, okay, that'll help spread out the rocket if we need to, but no wings. A parachute, that's good, so our guys won't die when they're trying to land back onto the planet. This will give them a gentle landing. And we do have the Communitron, which is basically how the spacecraft will transmit data back to the Space Center so that we can get science points, so we can unlock more stuff. So, you always have to start out with your command pod. That's where our little guys are going to be spending their days. Right click to move the camera around, and then mouse wheel vertical panning. Left click just moves everything around there. I'm not used to building rockets this way, so you're gonna need a parachute and the antenna. I've heard that the more antenna you have, the faster data transmits. So I don't even know if we can stage. Yeah. So we can't stage anything. So basically this rocket's gonna go up and then come down. Okay. So what I just did there was I changed the parachute to its own stage. So there's two different types of staging. There's actual staging, where the rocket separates from spent stages, and that way you're not having to lug up empty, useless weight to space. The other thing is stages that you manually create. So in this case, when I hit space, the engine will fire, and then the next time I hit space, the parachutes will open. And that way, if I didn't do that and I hit space once, the parachute would open, and the engine would then keep going, and we would just be terribly inefficient. Which has happened before. When I last played this, I had forgotten that important rule, and that was bad times. These buttons give you the center of the mass for the rocket, so you kind of know how it's going to lean. Center of lift. Yeah, and then thrust. So you want to keep those as centered as possible. If you make an asymmetric rocket, these will help you kind of figure out how to guide it up so that it doesn't just fall over or spin wildly out of control. Don't know what action groups are. This is kind of new. And then the crew I guess we have to assign crew. I guess Jebediah is already assigned to it. So yeah, it's just one. Yeah, one crew member in the pod. So we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and save this because it took 20 minutes to make. Haha. Alright, and now we're gonna launch. We don't even have a tower, so that's cool. I don't know how we're not falling over at this point. Hit shift, hold it down to move your throttle up. And we don't have SAS or RCS thrusters. Basically, those are stabilization modules that don't exist right now. So you do those by R and T. R is RCS, T is SES, but doesn't matter. So let's do this. Alright, so there you go. First problem. This is too heavy for one engine to operate. We're gonna let it overheat. Well, actually, no. Okay, fuck it. Oh shit. Okay, so I cool. I canceled the thrust a little bit too far into the game. At first I was like, you know what, we're just gonna let the rocket explode, and then I remembered that we have Kerbals now that actually matter. So I think Jeb is dead. Awesome. That was awesome. All right. You can revert to various parts of the mission, and we're dead for now. When we come back, I will make a couple of changes, and we'll see if we can actually get off the ground. Thanks for watching.